people come onto video also so that we can see you while others are joining. You have any questions, Shiva, you can ask either me or Aruna. So far, how you feel? You attended almost all the days except the day you had your night duty. So if you have any questions, comments, right now, you can. It's a open discussion because people are joining. So we'll wait for a couple of minutes.
Dr. Aruna ma'am, the Sidvi Foundation is really giving a very good opportunity to bind a network for different areas and different fields apart from the field in which we are working. And I think so most of them, they have, most of the parties, most of the speakers here are holding a PhD degree. So it is really a great opportunity to see them all in one platform. And each and every day, learning a different topic, obtaining knowledge, it is really a very rare opportunity.
எங்க வந்தா என்ன உனக்கு அங்கேயே கொண்டு கொடுக்க சொல்லிருப்பேன்.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Please continue.
And I just, that is, while working in industries, this question has arisen when they have conducted a competition in our company. That they have just asked us to explore regarding gray hydrogen, blue hydrogen, and green hydrogen. And while exploring regarding the hydrogen fuel, I have seen that very large capacity tanks are required. So why can't we create cryogenic vessels? Is there any technology for that? That's what I just want to ask Dr. Rao, sir.
Well, right now, while we are waiting, we just wanted a simple question, simple answer. We will consider. Please make all these things in your feedback. Everybody should give us the feedback because you said it and I forget in about in a half an hour time because nothing is registering in my mind. Yours is a very important and interesting question. India has a huge deposits, but in fact, not only these things, they're called methane hydrate on the near Andaman Nicobar Islands. They are actually methane, which is frozen and exists as a crystal. That means almost crystal means don't take absolute meaning like that one. The moment you disturb it, it bakes and methane gas will come out. It's a huge deposit. So like that one, they are there. So we can talk about it. These sort of positive suggestions are needed because I was just to go into everything, anything you want to ask, you make a note and then you can express better. These things, your question is valid. Please add into our the comments section or these things. So once we get feedback, we read. Don't think we assume we don't read. We read because it is for the continuation of the Sydney lecture series, whatever it is. To all those who are present, there is another thing also. Please write a feedback, whether you want to hear this type of talks, and if so, how frequent. That means regular, this is not regular research conference, they are there. SIDBI arranges it. So students can give 10 minutes, 15, or any researcher. And those things. In addition to that one, this one is really looking for an expert to give a talk in a specific field. In the feedback, if you say, well, we want, as he said, he wants hydrogen fuels. So we look for somebody that may not be a broad, it could be a focused. Like hydrogen, I can think of, because some of the things I worked on, what are called metal hydrides. Banaras Hindu University has been in top in research. So like that one, I request everybody before we start, Aruna will start, and I have some required conditions for the other things to come. So Aruna, back to you. What?
Yes. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity. And a very warm welcome to one and all the stalwarts. And this is now I could see the galaxy of knowledge here. Each and every person whomever joined or since last 6 days, and this is the 7th day, all are very much and very good expertise in their own subject and own domain. And SIDBI Foundation got an opportunity to meet all of them on one single platform. This is the blessing, divine blessing got by God. And I cherish with all these talks since last 6 days, and today also we are having one more talk. And afterwards, again, why I had used this term as galaxy of knowledge, because here at the end of the session, we are about to have all the speakers again, and we could see all of them on one platform again on this day. And after that, after having question and answers with all the 7 speakers, we are about to felicitate them. SIDBI Foundation about to felicitate them. So this is the brief introductory for today's session. And without wasting much time, I wish to introduce our today's speaker, Dr. Rajesh, sir. Are you ready, sir? Shall I start introduction followed by your talk?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. Yes. Shall we start, sir?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah. You are audible, sir. You are audible.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So, thank you so much, sir, for accepting our proposal and invitation to be as a speaker at this juncture. Thanks a lot, and please give me an opportunity to introduce you to the gathering. It is my privilege to introduce the Oxyman. Why I had used this word Oxyman, will give this brief introduction about sir. Professor Dr. Rajesh Balkrishna Jadhav. Sir is a distinguished academic and visionary leader, and sir is highly respected academician, researcher, author, and motivational speaker whose dynamic career spans over 2 decades in education, research, and social transformation. As a trailblazer in career guidance and holistic education, sir's impactful work has empowered lakhs of students, educators, and parents across India. His visionary leadership and commitment to social good continue to inspire the next generation of change makers. And sir's key achievements in contributions, personal and educational background. Sir's birthplace is Kolhapur, Maharashtra, and sir is completed his degrees in MSc Chemistry from Garware College, Pune, followed by MPhil in PhD in Chemistry, and setting the foundation for his academic excellence. And about his professional journey, sir is an academic and industrial blend Dr. Jadhav sir began teaching at AMC College, Rajapur, Mumbai University, and Satara College of Pharmacy, Shivaji University, and his stint at Felmingo Pharma, Mumbai, and MQ Pharma, Pune, infused industrial insights into his academic approach. And sir is MIT ADT University, Pune. He rose to become the head of the department of MIT School of Computing, mentoring countless engineering students with an interdisciplinary and future-focused approach. And sir's research and innovation, if we come, here we have to note down that COVID-19 oxygen plant innovation. Sir had done this extensive work, that's why he got a name that Oxyman. And during the pandemic, he developed an oxygen plant using pressure swing absorption, PSA technology, which we are about to hear from him in his talk. And sir, with this innovation, sir had saved many lives and received widespread recognition also. And coming to his patents and industrial consultancy, sir holds many patents related to oxygen generation and conducted research on sound pollution detection, ethanol's impact on GDP, and his and sir has consulted various chemical industries also. And Dr. Rajesh Jadhav sir had authored many engineering branches decode books and Mastering the Art of Communication from Zero to Hero, The 10 Secrets of Happier Life, Unlocking Joy and Fulfillment, and Engineering Chemistry Concepts and Applications, Chava Marathi edition commentary and guidance, Sunita Williams Beyond the Stars motivational commentary. And not only this, sir is having a very good exposure in career guidance seminars across India because sir had conducted hundreds of career guidance seminars and he had received many awards and honors. And sir is the founder of Experts Wisdom Initiatives. So with this, I take this privilege to request sir to give his expert talk to this auspicious juncture. Over to you, sir. Dr. Rajesh.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Aruna ma'am. Thank you so much for wonderful introduction. Good evening, everyone. Distinguished guests, respected professors, fellow researchers, and my dear students. It is truly an honor to stand before you today and speak on the theme, Science Meets Society. At first glance, this phrase may appear simple, almost self-explanatory. Yes, yet if we reflect deeply, it captures the very essence of human beings. So let us start. I'll share the PPT. Okay. Is this visible? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please just make it as a presentation mode, sir. इसके नीचे यहाँ एक सिंबल होता है ना सर, उसको क्लिक करना है. ये प्लस एंड माइनस है ना नीचे, राइट हैंड साइड लोअर. या जस्ट या यस सर. नो नॉट लाइक दिस. Just click again escape.
Wait.
Escape को लगाना है सर. Yeah. Now here it is there, sir.
Hello.
Sir.
Is this moving?
It is moving, but it is not in presentation mode, sir.
Wait.
Or we can also go to slideshow, madam. Just slideshow from starting.
आपको यहाँ माइनस के next to minus it is there, sir. One symbol. You please click on that symbol. Not like that, sir. Here, yes, minus. Just before minus one symbol. Yeah, that symbol is there. No, yeah. You please click on it. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, is this moving?
Yes, sir, it is moving, sir.
Okay,
And
thank you.
just
Thank you
come
so
to
much.
first slide, sir.
Okay.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Please go ahead, sir.
So, as this is very interesting topic for everyone's, science meets society. Okay, so it's not like that the person who is belongs to the science, who is responsible, or he can contribute. That person can contribute in the society. Okay, any person who is living in the society can contribute to make our society better. Okay, so dear friends, science does not exist in isolation. It is not a silent pursuit confined to laboratories or written only in research journals. Science breathes its fullest life when it meets society, and when knowledge is translated into innovation, when theories transform into technologies, when discoveries evolve into solutions that touch every corner of life. Think of it this way. Dear researchers, students, a scientific principle in physics becomes the smartphone in your pocket. A chemical reaction in a lab becomes the life-saving medicine in a rural clinic. A mathematical model becomes the algorithm that predicts cyclones and saves thousands of lives. And science becomes society's heartbeat when it steps out of textbooks and laboratories and enters kitchens, classrooms, hospitals, and farms. That's the meaning what I have started with, that anyone can contribute. Okay, it's not like that only for the restricted area, the people who concern with the science, they will contribute. Okay, so here everyone can contribute, and here this can be, our society can be much better than the past. So let us pause for a moment and look around us. The food we eat today has roots in agriculture science, whether it is high yield seeds, organic farming methods, or biotechnology. And the phones in our hands are miracles of applied physics, chemistry, and computer science. The medicines that protect us from deadly diseases are the results of decades of biomedical research and pharmaceutical innovations. Even the clean water many of us drink every day made possible by engineering and environmental sciences. And so here we can say science is not distant, it is personal. It is in our breath, our food, our communication, our education, and our aspirations. Let us also ask one question to ourselves. What happens when science does not meet society? What happens when science does not meet society? A brilliant discovery that remains locked in a laboratory benefit no one. Okay, so whatever the research is going on, if it is kept only for the laboratory, so definitely it is of not use. Okay, a technology that ignores ethics may create more problems than solutions, and a society that disturbs or misunderstands the science risks falling prey to misinformation and stagnation. And this is why the dialogue between science and society is not just important, it is indispensable. So here, today, as we reflect on the theme science meets society, let us go beyond the idea of science as mere knowledge. Let us see it is as a living bridge, a bridge between curiosity and compassion, between innovation and inclusion, and between progress and responsibility. Because science is not just about discovering the truth of nature, it is about ensuring that truth uplift humanity. So here, dear friends, we are going to discuss in various segments. So one by one, we'll try to cover most of the points. Let us start with the first segment of my session, that is why science needs society and vice versa. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, science and society are not two separate words. They are two sides of same coin. One cannot truly thrive without the other. So here the first, that is, under the segment 1, the science without society is a like book no one reads. So imagine here, imagine a brilliant scientist working tirelessly in a lab, discovering something revolutionary, but if that discovery never leaves the laboratory, never reaches the farmers, the doctors, the engineers, or common citizen, does it really fulfill its purpose? A book hidden away on a dusty shelf, no matter how profound its words, will never inspire, educate, or transform anyone. Similarly, science hidden away from society remains incomplete. The second point, that is society without science risks myths, misinformation, and stagnation. So now let us flip the coin. Imagine a society that ignores or distrusts science. What happens then? Myths replace facts, superstitions overshadow logic, progress slows down, and development stalls. History offers us many such lessons when plague were once thought to be the wrath of gods instead of diseases, or when myths delayed life-saving interventions. So without science, societies become vulnerable to misinformation and manipulation and stagnation. As just now, all we have passed through COVID-19 pandemic, which is a real life example for all of us. Few days back, we don't have to look very far proof. The recent COVID-19 pandemic, perhaps the most powerful reminder of the interdependence of science and the society. Within months, vaccines were developed using cutting-edge biotechnology, genomics, and decades of prior research. That was the science we observed at the best, fast, precise, and innovative. But the success of these vaccines was not just about their creation. Their true impact depended on society's trust, acceptance, and participation. Some communities welcomed them with gratitude and discipline, leading to rapid recovery. Others were trapped by fear, rumors, and misinformation, leading to delays and more sufferings. This example shows us clearly science provides the solution, but society decides their success. I repeat this sentence, the science provides the solution, but society decides the success. Here, we'll use this moment as an interactive moment for all of us. Okay, one question. Now let me engage you all with a quick question. Do you know how many days it took scientists to publish the complete genetic sequence of COVID-19 after the first case were reported in Wuhan? You can type answer in chat box. Do you know how many days it took scientists to publish the complete genetic sequence of COVID-19 after the first case were reported in Wuhan? Okay, so yeah, the correct answer, that because of this biotechnology and the advanced research technology, correct answer is only just 10 days, friends. So yeah, in January 2020, within 10 days, scientists had already decoded and shared the viral genetic sequence with the world, and that one act of rapid scientific openness kick-started and global race for diagnostics, treatments, and vaccines. But again, this would have meant little without governments, communities, and individuals trusting and using that science responsibly. So here, friends, so we can make closing transition of segment 1. So my friends, we see that science and society are not just partners, they are lifelines for one another. Science gives society the tools for progress. society gives science the purpose to make that progress meaningful. Together, they form the engine of human advancement. Okay. So, dear friends, I'm sure we are moving towards we are trying to connect links, okay, of science, how science and society, they can be interrelated to with each other, not present situation, since last few decades, or we can say so many years back. Okay, so here the segment to the historical journey of science and society. Okay, so here, ladies and gentlemen, to understand how science meets society today, we must travel through the corridors of history. The bond between science and society is not new. It has been unfolding for thousands of years, sometimes in harmony, sometimes in conflict, but always shaping our destiny. So let us start the first under this, from fire and the wheel to CRISPR gene editing. Okay. So let us start the history, that very interesting history, as everyone knows about this. The story begins with humanity's earliest discoveries, fire and the wheel. The fire gave us warmth, protection, and the ability to cook food, changing the course of human survival. And the wheel transformed transportation, agriculture, and eventually trade, connecting societies and laying the foundation for civilizations. Fast forward today, we stand at the frontier of CRISPR gene editing, where scientists can literally rewrite the genetic code of life. Just as fire changed survival, CRISPR has the potential to change medicine forever, curing genetic diseases, improving crops, and extending human health. And the message here is simple. Science has always been society's torch bearer, lighting the path ahead. The second one, as everyone knows about this one of the, as all we learn, so science. So Galileo story, Galileo versus the church. As everyone knows, the science challenging authority. So here, but this journey has not always been smooth. Okay. Well, as all we know, most of the scientists, they have faced so many challenges while making any bold statement about based on the science facts, principles. Okay, think of Galileo, the father of modern science, who dared to say that the earth revolves around the sun. His observation, rooted in evidence, clashed with church authority, and which insisted otherwise. Galileo was condemned, silenced, and even placed under house arrest. Yet, centuries later, society embraced his truth, and this story shows us that science often challenges authority, dogma, and rigid beliefs, pushing society forward even when it is uncomfortable. Without such boldness, humanity would have remained trapped in ignorance. So here, as everyone knows about this, okay, this is, I'm just sharing one story, but the same way in that last few in history, so many scientists who have made bold statement, they have faced this kind of situation, okay, and they have faced so many challenges. The third, the industrial revolution begins. The science is double-edged sword. Then came the industrial revolution, when science and technology leaped into society with unprecedented force. Machines replaced manual labor, factories rose, and society saw an explosion of jobs, wealth, and urbanization. But alongside progress came challenges: child labor, unsafe working conditions, and pollution. So society quickly realized that while science creates opportunities, it can also create inequalities and risk. And this led to social reforms, laws for workers, rights and regulations, and clean air and water, and the birth of organized labor movement. It was society's way of saying science must serve humanity, not exploit it. So backdrop here, very interesting backdrop. We know that Einstein's wisdom, it is here that the timeless words of Albert Einstein resonates deeply. Concern for man himself and his fate must always form the chief interest of all technical endeavors. This quote reminds us that true measure of science is not the brilliance of its discovery, but the humanity of its impact. So here we can make closing transition or to conclude the segment based on the segment 2, that is, so from fire to CRISPR, from Galileo to industrial revolution, one lesson shines through history. Whenever science has dared to move ahead, society has followed. And whenever society has demanded better, science has responded. And together they have shaped the world we live in today. So dear, here we are moving towards segment 3, everyday life, the invisible science. So ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about science meets society, it often feels grand like space missions, climate change, or Nobel Prize winning discoveries. But let's pause for a moment. And science is not only out there in the laboratories, it is right here in our everyday lives, often invisible, but always indispensable. These very interesting applications of science, we know that is everyone is using, taking benefits of all these science invention like GPS. So this is total based on Einstein's relativity at work. Okay, have you used Google Maps today or checked your GPS location while traveling? Yes, I know everyone is using, okay, at least once in a day, I'm sure. Okay, behind that simple blue dot guiding you lies the genius of Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. Satellites orbiting Earth tick at a slightly different rate than clocks on the ground because of gravity and speed differences. If engineers had ignored Einstein's equations, your GPS would be wrong by nearly 10 kilometers every single day. So the next time your GPS saves you from being lost, whisper a quiet thank you to Einstein. Really, we should thank not only Einstein, but all the scientists who contribute in their career, in their life, to make our society better, which we live in today. So here, the same way, just like GPS, everyone is using mobile phone, and which is the very good research innovation, blend of innovation of physics, engineering, and satellites. So let's talk about our constant companion, the mobile phone. Every call, every WhatsApp message, every photo upload is a marvel of physics and engineering. So electromagnetic waves, semiconductor technology, quantum mechanics, and satellites all come together in that small device in your pocket. It's not just a phone, it's a physics you can hold in your hand. So dear friends, see, very interesting part, as just now we discussed these things, that whatever the innovation done, all we are taking benefits, every or common man all over the world, they are using the mobile phone. Okay, he don't know that person, the common man, absolutely not aware of physics, engineering, electromagnetic waves, semiconductor, quantum mechanics, satellites, but still that common man is using, and that's the, we can say that innovation giving us a very good life, okay, good facilities, and that we are expecting, which is betterment for the society. So here, the next very common thing, that is cooking. Every day there is a chemistry, right? Now let's move to something close to our hearts, which is the food. We can't live without the food, right? So when you boil water, that's thermodynamics. Okay, no doubt this is a chemical, the person who belongs to chemistry, okay, or the physics or the science, we know very well. Okay, when you fry onions and they turn golden brown, that's the Maillard reaction, a complex set of chemical transformation that give flavor to your dish. Even the rising of bread is a fermentation thanks to microbiology and biochemistry. Cooking is nothing but a delicious chemistry lab, and every meal is a science experiment you can eat. Here, the next very important thing, that is neuroscience. So that neuroscience, yes, even love has science behind it. Okay, right? Okay. When you feel affection, your brain releases dopamine, the reward chemical, and the oxytocin, the bonding chemical. The neuroscience explains why we form attachments, friendships, and communities. Of course, poets might disagree and say love is beyond science. But isn't it fascinating that even when our deepest emotions have biological rhythm? So here, now let me ask you all a simple but fun question. Can you name one scientific principle you use today without even realizing it? I repeat question. Can you name one scientific principle you use today without even realizing it? Okay, there are so many inventions, the common simple invention like here, electricity in lights, Wi-Fi, glasses, lenses, sound waves in microphones, Newton's law while riding a bike, etc. Right? So this shows us that science is not distant. It is living with us, breathing with us, and shaping every step of our day. So we can conclude the closing statement on the segment 3. So the invisible hand of science is everywhere, from GPS satellites above us to neurons firing inside us. And this is the real beauty of science meets society. It is not always about giant breakthroughs. Sometimes it is in the small, ordinary moments that we realize how extraordinary science really is. Right? So here, that's the end of segment 3, and we are moving towards segment 4, which is a science as a social equalizer. So, distinguished guests and dear students, one of the most beautiful roles of science is that it acts as a social equalizer. What does that mean? It means science has the power to bridge gap between the rich and poor, urban and rural, privileged and underprivileged. When science meets society in the right way, it gives equal opportunities for growth, survival, and dignity. So let us explore a few examples. First, that is education technologies, okay, democratizing knowledge. Once upon a time, quality education was limited to elite universities or big cities. But today, with educational technology, a student in a remote village with just a smartphone can access lectures from MIT, Stanford, or IITs. As everyone heard few stories from your father, grandfather, okay, that time the scenario was different. Education, getting education at ease was not so easy, and anyone, common man, can't get that facility. Everyone heard the story about these things. Okay, but now things are different. Common man, anyone is learning from the any university because everything is available on the smartphone, right? So platform like, at the same time, as we know, the quality education is available on the platforms like Swayam and NPTEL in India have brought world-class courses to millions of learners free of cost. Tools like Khan Academy, Coursera, and YouTube lectures make knowledge borderless. Okay, and science has removed the monopoly of knowledge, making learning more inclusive than even before. The same way, the second, that is vaccine, saves lives across all social classes. So when vaccine is developed, it does not check your bank balance. When vaccine is developed, it does not check your bank balance, caste, religion, or nationality. It works equally for everyone. And the polio vaccine eradicated a crippling disease from millions of children across the globe, including India. During the COVID-19 pandemic, vaccines saved countless lives. Whether you were a billionaire in New York or a farmer in Bihar or MP or Maharashtra, anywhere, the same dose of vaccine protected you. This is the purest example of vaccine being great equalizer of the life and health. Internet, everyone is using this, making information universal. With the birth of the internet, information became democratized. A student in a rural school can Google the same concept as a student in Harvard. Farmers can check weather forecasts, market prices, and farming techniques on mobile phone easily. Citizens can access government service online, reducing corruption and middlemen. The internet is not just technology, it is empowerment through knowledge. The same way, here, beauty, the digital divide, we must not ignore the other side of the coin. Not everyone has equal access to digital resources. Rural areas often struggle with poor connectivity, lack of devices, and affordability issues. According to surveys, nearly half the world's population is still offline. In India, while urban youth access online learning, many rural students missed school during pandemic because they didn't have smartphones or internet. And this is called the digital divide. And it reminds us that while science has the power to equalize, society must ensure fair access to its benefits. Okay. So now let us test your curiosity. Which invention is considered the greatest equalizer in the history? I repeat the question. Which invention is considered the greatest equalizer in history?
It's wheel.
Hello?
It's wheel. WHEEL.
Oh, right. Okay. Other than this, any other interesting answers? Thank you so much. Great. There's so many so many examples of greatest equalizer in the history, but the reported greatest equalizer in the history is the printing press, which is invented by John Gutenberg in 15th century. And it transformed the world by making books affordable and spreading literacy beyond kings and scholars to ordinary people. And in a way, the printing press was the first internet of human history. So, dear friends, we'll make the closing statement on the segment 4, what we discussed just now. So, my friends, science is at its best when it does not remain the privileged for a few, but becomes the right of all. Education, healthcare, information, all are gifts of science, and that must reach every corner of society all over the world. Our challenge is clear. While science can equalize, it is our responsibility as teacher, as researcher, policymakers, and students to ensure that no one is left behind. And because only then can we say with pride that science truly meets society. And I think I'm making this session interesting. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible,
Yeah,
sir.
thank
Please
you.
go ahead.
Okay, so here moving to segment 5, which is based on the ethics, the dilemma of science in society. Science is a double-edged sword. Every great discovery or invention carries with it not just potential for progress, but also the possibility of misuse. That is why ethics in science is not optional. It is central. Let us reflect on some of today's most urgent dilemmas. So let us start with the first, which is the now everyone is listening, everyone want to make career in this field, that is artificial intelligence, that is AI, right? Whether it is AI is a friend or foe for all of us. So here, AI, artificial intelligence, is transforming every aspects of our lives, from predicting diseases to self-driving cars, but it also raises serious questions. Will AI replace millions of jobs in banking, transport, even in education? When algorithms make decisions about loans, jobs, or even criminal justice, who ensures fairness? What about bias in AI models? Can machines unintentionally discriminate? Here lies the ethical dilemma. Should innovation move forward at any cost, or should we pause to ask at what cost to society? The same way, other than AI, one more in the biotechnology, one interesting term we heard, that is gene editing. It's the same way, whether it is a miracle or moral risk. So here, the advances like CRISPR-Cas9 allow us to edit the genetic code of life. On one hand, this offers hope for curing genetic diseases like sickle cell anemia or cystic fibrosis, which are the challenging case. On the other hand, the idea of designer babies, where parents might choose height, eye color, intelligence, raises fears of playing God, right? Ethical dilemma, are we crossing boundaries of nature and humanity? Or are we simply using science responsibly to eliminate suffering? Right? Everyone should think on this. No doubt, development is going on every field, but at the same time, we should think the same way. The third one, that is the nuclear power, a paradox of science. The nuclear science gives us one of the greatest energy sources, like clean, powerful, and efficient. But it also created the most destructive weapon humanity has ever known, the atomic bomb. Nuclear power plants light up cities, but nuclear weapons can destroy entire civilizations. And this is the ethical paradox. Dear friends, the same discovery can serve as blessings or as a curse. It depends on totally how we are utilizing all these developments, nuclear power, AI, genetic decoding, etc. So as we nuclear atom bomb, and we know everyone knows about this, one of the case study, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Let us pause here. On August 6th and 9th, 1945, literally, here the two atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In seconds, science achieved what centuries of war never could, wiping out entire cities within fraction of second, friends. So more than 2 lakh lives were lost, innocent men, women, and children. Survivors faced decades of radiations, sickness, cancer, and trauma. This is not just a story of war. Dear friends, it is a reminder of how scientific brilliance, when diverse from ethics, and that becomes a human tragedy. Right? Definitely, everyone is shocked whenever we heard about this incident. Definitely, everyone shocked. So here, now let me throw a question to all of you. Should scientists be held responsible for how their inventions are used in the society? For example, should Einstein be blamed for the atomic bomb because his theories laid its foundation? Should AI researchers be accountable if their algorithm lead to mass unemployment? Should genetic engineers face responsibility if society misuses their discoveries for unethical purposes? So everyone should think. We should take pause and think on this question. So definitely, this is a very sad incident. We learn, whenever heard, we feel very bad. So we can make closing reflection on the basis of segment 5. Science is powerful, but power without responsibility is dangerous. I repeat, science is powerful, but power without responsibility is dangerous. As academicians, researchers, and students, we must remember every equation has ethical consequences. Every discovery carries social responsibility. Every invention must ask the question, is this good for humanity? Is this good for humanity? Carl Sagan once said, science is a way of thinking much more than it is body of knowledge. To that I add, science must also be a way of caring, must be a way of caring. Only then will science not just meet society, but serves society. So I think this conclusion everyone will try to remember. Okay, it's not like that only academician, researcher, and the student. Everyone should think, everyone should keep in mind, because whatever we are doing the things, whether we should ask the question whether this deed is good for betterment of our society. So that's the, I think it's better to remember the things forever. So let us move to next, that is segment 6. Okay, the science in policy and the governance. So a distinguished guest, science is not only about discovery, it is about direction. The most meaningful impact of science comes when its knowledge shapes policy, governance, and collective action. Nation progress not by chance, but by consciously integrating science into decision making. And let us reflect on how this plays out. So let us start with the first simple, very important, that is climate change and the global governors. One of the clearest example is climate change. That is the Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change, that is IPCC, brings together thousands of scientists across the globe to analyze evidence and provide guidance. Their reports influence policies on renewable energy, carbon taxes, and emission reduction targets. Whether it's the Paris Agreement or India's own national solar mission, science acts as the compass pointing governments towards sustainability. This demonstrates how evidence-based policymaking can protect future generation. The second, that is public health and mass programs. Science is equally critical in public health and public health governance. India's success in eradicating polio is shining example. It was not just about vaccines, but about policy-driven implementation, door-to-door campaigns, mass awareness, and government partnership with WHO and UNICEF. Today, millions of children walk polio-free because science and governors work hand in hand. I think this is one of the best examples that how government has implemented this policy, and now we can proudly say our India is polio-free. So this shows how science becomes social equalizer when aligned with strong public policy. Next is space sciences as national inspiration. Science also inspires national pride and identity. India Chandrayaan and Mangalyaan missions led by ISRO are not just about exploring the moon or Mars. They demonstrate cost-effective innovation, global leadership, and above all, hope for young generations. A child in a remote Indian village, upon seeing Chandrayaan land on the moon, begins to dream bigger. And that is the power of science and governance. It unites, it uplifts, and it inspires. So here, let me share a very interesting number with you. India spends just about 0.7% of its GDP on research and development. Compare that with South Korea, which spends nearly 4.5% of its GDP. This gap is not just statistical, it is strategic. If India wants to lead in innovation, governors must place greater investment in science and research. Every year, at the time of budget, we are hopefully observing how much expenses, budgeting they are giving to the science and especially for the development. So definitely we should think, governors should think on this and try to give as much as possible for the research and development. So here we can make the closing statement thought for the segment 6. Science is not a luxury for governments. It is a necessity, not luxury, but it is a necessity whenever it is saving lives through vaccines, saving the planet through climate action, or saving aspirations through space exploration. So science must guide governors. As further leader, researchers, and policymakers in this room, let us remember a nation that invests in science invests in its destiny. A nation that invests in science invests in its destiny. This actually we are moving towards the end. This is segment 7, okay, science communication bridging the gap. So ladies and gentlemen, we offer here the phrase, "Lie can travel halfway around the world before the truth has even put its shoes on," right? This is especially true today when myths and misinformation spread faster than facts. But why does this happen? So here, why do myths spread faster than facts? Emotion over evidence. People are more likely to share stories that shock, scare, or comfort them rather than carefully researched facts. Simplicity over complexity. Drink hot water to kill viruses. Sounds simple. Explaining how viruses works takes more efforts. Trust over truth. People often believe information from family, friends, or community groups, even if it's wrong, because trust is a stronger currency than accuracy. So here, that is why science communication is not optional, it is vital. The second, the role of science communicators. To bridge the gap between the lab and the living room, we need effective communicators. Like journalists and media must translate technical jargon into engaging, accurate stories. Educators should nurture curiosity and help students question misinformation rather than blindly accept it. Scientists themselves need to step beyond publications and speak directly to the public in clear, relatable language. And science that is not communicated is a science that risks being misunderstood or worse, misused. Here, the very interesting example, the power of communication, the NASA's Mars images. When NASA shares breathtaking images of Mars, it's not just astronomy, it is storytelling. Those pictures inspire millions to dream about space exploration. They make science accessible, exciting, and personal. WhatsApp information, on the other hand, we also saw how false cures, miracle remedies, and conspiracy theories about COVID-19 spread like wildfire on WhatsApp. The cost of poor communication was confusion, fear, and even loss of life. And this contrast shows us good communication can build trust and imagination, and bad communication can destroy both. The need for trust and transparency. So here, for science to meet society successfully, people must feel informed, facts must be clear, engaged, stories must be relatable, respected, communication must not talk down to them but invite them in. When trust is built, people are more likely to accept vaccines, adopt sustainable habits, and support scientific initiatives. So let me ask you one question. Okay, which scientist is known as the world's first science communicator because he wrote books in simple language? I repeat question. Which scientist is known as the world's first science communicator because he wrote books in simple language?
Galileo.
Sorry.
Galileo.
Okay. Very good. Thank you so much for responding, Amit sir. Thank you, dear Amit. Anything else? Okay. Carl Sagan, name of the scientist, Carl Sagan, through his iconic Cosmos series, brought the universe into our living rooms. So here, dear friends, we'll make the closing thought for this segment 7. If science is the engine of progress, then communication is the fuel that keeps it running. Without effective communication, science risks being locked away in journals, misunderstood by society, or drawn in a sea of misinformation. Our task as academicians, researchers, and students is to not only do science, but also to tell its story clearly, honestly, and inspiringly. So let us move to last segment, that is future of science and society. So ladies and gentlemen, as we look ahead, the relationship between science and society becomes even more critical, complex, and exciting. The future is not just something that happens to us. It is something we create, and science will be at the very heart of that creation. So let us start with this. The first point comes under future of science. That is, artificial intelligence and robotics. Will machines rule? AI is already reshaping industries from healthcare, diagnostics to driverless cars, from predictive policing to personalized education. Robotics is entering homes, hospitals, and industries. But here lies the question, will machine rule over us, or will they serve us? If guided by ethics and responsibility, AI can enhance human capabilities. But if unchecked, it could deepen inequalities or replace millions of jobs. The challenge is not whether AI will dominate, but whether society can guide AI wisely. This is very important, very interesting. Although everyone is using AI, everyone is taking help of support of AI, and definitely in coming decades also, in coming days also, everyone is going to take benefits of AI. Everywhere everywhere there is automation is going on with the help of the AI. So here, this challenge is not whether AI will dominate, but whether society can guide AI wisely. So this is very important. Who is working in the AI? Okay. So, or everyone who is making some kind of advancement with the help of support of AI should remember this thing. Okay. Second is the biotechnology, healing at the genetic level. We are entering an era where genetic diseases may no longer be life sentences. CRISPR gene editing is already being tested to cure disorders like sickle cell anemia, which was not possible, or we can say few years back, we can say everyone is feeling, which is impossible. But now we can cure disorder like sickle cell anemia, friends. So personalized medicine is tailoring treatments to an individual's DNA. Agricultural biotech is creating climate-resistant crops essential for feeding a growing world. Biotechnology could turn the impossible into routine health care, but it also raises deep ethical questions. Should we edit human embryos? Where do we draw the line between therapy and enhancement? Next is space exploration, colonizing Mars and beyond. For centuries, humanity looked at the stars with wonder. Today, science is turning that wonder into reality. It's a fact. NASA, ISRO, and private players like SpaceX are advancing missions to the moon and Mars. Space is no longer just a scientific pursuit. It is becoming an economic and even survival necessity. By colonizing Mars, humanity might secure its long-term survival against planetary disasters. But again, we must ask, should we focus more on fixing Earth before dreaming of Mars? Very interesting question. Or can we do both together? Very interesting question. Should we focus more on fixing Earth before dreaming of Mars, or can we do both together? So next is sustainable energy powering of growing planet. By 2050, the world population will be nearly 10 billion. Without science-driven sustainability, we risk food shortages, water crisis, and energy collapse. Science is already offering answers. Solar energy. The sun provides more energy in 1 hour than humans consume in a year. Fusion power, still experimental, but it could give us virtually limitless clean energy. Hydrogen economy, a clean, versatile fuel with potential to revolutionize transportation and industry. As everyone knows about, heard about the development in the hydrogen field, that in coming decades, coming centuries, hydrogen will be the most prominent fuel, will replace almost most of the fuel. The future of energy is not just about invention, it's about adoption, affordability, and equitable access. So here, which by 2050, we will share this planet with nearly 10 billion people. And if science does not lead the way in sustainability, the crisis of food, water, energy definitely will be not good for all of us. And that's why we should think answers, alternative answers for our betterment of our society in every field. So let us I'm asking you one question. Which renewable source has the highest potential to power the future? One of the simplest questions. Okay, everyone knows about this. Which is the definitely solar energy, right? Which is the most abundant, okay, and endless. So here, we'll make the closing reflection, closing thought on the segment 9. The future of science and society is not just about technologies. It is about choices. The choices we make today in AI, biotechnology, space, and energy will define not just the next decade, but the next century. The real question is, will science serve only the few, or will it uplift the many? Will science serve only the few, or will it uplift the many? Will it widen the gap or bridge it? So the answer depends not on science alone, but on how society embraces and directs it. As here, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the final segments of this talk, I want to emphasize something very important. Science is not just for scientists. Science is not just for scientists. When we say science meets society, it does not mean that only researchers in labs or professors in universities carry this responsibility. Even every student, every teacher, every policymaker, every entrepreneur, even every citizen has a role to play in shaping how science touches society. Why? Because science is not just equations or experiments. It is a mindset, a way of thinking, questioning, and solving problems. And in today's interconnected world, this mindset must belong to everyone. So here, the question we should ask, the first, build curiosity. The first step towards becoming a leader in science. So that is build curiosity, question everything. The first step towards becoming a leader in science and society is curiosity. Ask questions. Why is the sky blue? Why do some technologies thrive and others fail? Why are millions still without clean drinking water despite advances? Curiosity is not about knowing the answers immediately. It is about refusing to accept things as they are. Remember, every great discovery started with a why or a what if. As Einstein once said, the important thing is not to stop questioning. Build responsibility. That is, we should cultivate the culture of ethics and innovation in our life. Science without responsibility can be dangerous. Innovation without ethics can be destructive. AI without fairness can create bias. Biotechnology without ethics can cross human boundaries. Energy without responsibility can harm the planet. As future leaders, you must balance innovation with ethics. Your responsibility is not just to invent, but to ensure that your invention uplifts humanity and protects the planet. I repeat this very interesting sentence. I like this. As future leaders, you must balance innovation with ethics. Your responsibility is not just to invent, but to ensure that your invention uplifts humanity and protects the planet. Next, that is the build collaboration. Science belongs to humanity, not borders. So science thrives when we collaborate across disciplines, cultures, and nations. COVID-19 vaccines were developed through global cooperation in record time, as already we discussed in the segment 1 first. Climate research requires nations to share data, resources, and strategies. The future of space exploration, AI, and sustainability lies in the working together, not competing against each other. As future leaders, you must break silos, whether you study engineering, arts, medicine, or management. Your knowledge will be richer when combined with other perspectives. So here, we are moving towards the end, as I mentioned, but here, I am humbly requesting you all, we'll do one mini activity. Okay. Please close your eyes for a moment and imagine the world in 2050. We are so busy that we are not taking time to think of the present. We are wasting time, most of us, I'm not saying everyone, to think about the past. But just imagine, as a researcher, as an academician, imagine the world in 2050. So here, I'm sure who are present in this session, they are definitely sensible to understand everyone's responsibility towards the society. And here, in 20, what one scientific change would you want to see that makes society better? Is it a world free from hunger through sustainable farming? Is it every village in India powered by clean solar energy? Is it AI used to bring equality, not inequality? Or is it a cure for cancer, Alzheimer's, or the other diseases that still cause suffering? And now open your eyes. Hence, the change you imagine, you can be part of making it real. That is the true power of science meeting society. So here, I'm sure, see, just now whatever we discuss, no doubt, all the today's, always, it is the past, that today's generation, it is everyone's responsibility to think, to take care of our future generation, friends, right? Okay. Am I making sense? So here, now closing call to the action. Dear students, you are not just learners, you are the future custodians of science. Carry curiosity in your mind, carry responsibility in your heart, carry collaboration in your spirit, because the future of science and society does not belong to the brightest lab. It belongs to those who can think beyond, which is today's concept. Our theme, today's theme is think beyond, right? So here, so it belongs to those who can think beyond, act responsibly, and work together. So let us live here today with a shared commitment, not just to create knowledge, but to cultivate wisdom that transform lives. And so here, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of today's journey, let us pause and reflect. Science meets society every single moment of our lives. It is in the light that brightens this room, the devices in our hands, the medicines that protect our health, and the technologies that connect us across continents. But the deeper question is, will we allow science to divide us or to unite us? Will it serve the privilege of a few or empower the dignity of the many? This is the choice before us. History has shown us both sides. Science can heal, but it can also harm. It can liberate, but it can also enslave. It can build bridges of peace or weapons of war. And so the responsibility rests with us, the scientists, the teachers, the students, and the policymakers, to ensure that science becomes a tool for inclusion and progress. Let us remember, the best form of science is not the one that publishes the most papers, files the most patents, or wins the most prizes. The best form of science is that which is responsible, inclusive, ethical, and human-centered. Science that listens to society, learns from society, and ultimately lives for society. And to the students here, let me speak to you directly. You are not just learners of science, you are shapers of society. Every question you ask, every project you pursue, every innovation you dream of has the potential to touch lives far beyond this campus. So carry this forward. Let your curiosity ignite change. Let your knowledge carry responsibility. Let your science serve humanity. So here, as Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, science is a beautiful gift to humanity, as we should not distort it. Science is a beautiful gift to humanity. We should not distort it. With that thought, I thank you all for your attention, your passion, and your commitment. May we all strive to ensure that when science meets society, it leads not to fear, inequality, or division, but to hope, empowerment, and a future we can all be proud of. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Vigyan. And proudly, I am very much, I'm Professor Dr. Rajesh Jadhav. Thank you so much, giving you thanks for giving me with this wonderful opportunity. And it's always happy to represent me as a MIT ADTN. Thank you so much, Dr. Aruna ma'am, and all the team of Sidvi Foundation. You're doing wonderful job. Thank you so much. And all the students, researchers, academicians, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, sir, for your wonderful and insightful lecture. And you made it like apt, sir. That is, we had kept this title as Think Beyond. And this is a lecture series for bridging disciplines. And you had bridged all these 7 days with your Think Beyond insightful lecture, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much for joining. And now it's time for questions, sir. And if anybody wish to interact with Dr. Rajesh, sir, it is welcome.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, audible, Rajeshwari ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for such wonderful presentation. In fact, I think all of us present here would agree with me. It was wonderful. You covered, I think, most of the important areas that we have to create awareness among society. And I have one question. May I ask?
Yeah, please. Okay. Proceed.
Like you mentioned about ways to make science meet with society. How do we achieve that with ethics? Like, what is your view about that? Role of ethics along with science meeting.
Sorry. Pardon, please.
Role of ethics. How do you bridge the gap of ethics? How ethics can also play
right,
the
okay. Very good question. Right. Actually, thank you so much for wonderful question, ma'am. Actually, it's not like that only science student who is doing the research, who is contributing by doing something towards the society should follow the ethics. It's a normal thing that the common man, everyone should follow the ethics. Whatever we are doing, okay, there should be the intention behind that activity or the action. It should be the honestly for the betterment of the society. Okay, so this is the simple. I think everyone should follow this ethics while doing anything. Okay, and that should be always we have to ask the question whether this is good for the society or betterment of the society.
Okay, thank you, sir, for that clarification. And one more concern or doubt I can say. What made you choose this topic? What inspired you?
Oh, very good. Actually, as the total, I think 5 topics are given. Okay, and I never talk on this topic before this. Okay, although I pursue doctorate. Okay, we did research, but never talk on this interesting topic. We are discussion on our specializations. So I feel this is wonderful opportunity for me, given by Sidvi Foundation. So immediately I should grab this opportunity to share few thoughts. I strongly believe everyone should understand that what is the role of science towards the society, as all belongs to this community. We should contribute little bit, okay, and for the betterment of society, for our future generation, etc. So this is definitely very wonderful topic for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I think most of us could resonate with the kind of awareness you try to create, and it was a great presentation, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
I can understand.
Yes, Rao sir, thank you so much.
That's the reason I asked Dr. Aruna to request to stop within 45 minutes, because after the my as a world wisdom, I'm telling from not within India, from outside, we maintain a time, not rambling quite a bit of saying the same thing again and again. That tells that it is new to you. Okay, I made actually 2 pages worth of questions, but I don't, here I am showing, but I don't want to ask all those things. Today we have a panel discussion, so others also joined. So people who ask questions, just a crisp question, crisp answer. You cannot keep on adding more and more questions, because the reason is the program ahead is long. So please keep that in mind. The best in your word, although I don't agree a lot of things, because I worked in almost all the fields you highlighted. The only thing is innovation with ethics is the most important factor. That is what it is the punch word, which I liked in all. In every subsection you have, including nuclear, it shows a shallow a vision, because I worked in those areas. So that is what it is. Any others ask questions, please be quick and specific, because a lot of program is ahead of us. Aruna, you take care. I'm sorry, I didn't want to be rude, but somehow as a moderator, one has to cut the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Anybody who wish to interact with Rajesh Jadhav, sir, for any more questions? And here I wish to make an interaction, introduction of the speakers also. Dr. Rania ma'am also joined from Greece. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation for this valedictory also. Last day of our lecture series. Meet Dr. Rajesh Jadhav, sir, because sir is today's speaker.
Congratulations, Dr. Rajesh.
I request the participant side, if anybody wish to interact with Rajesh Jadhav, sir, it is welcome for 1 more minute.
There are total 5 people out of 7 talks. Yeah. Aruna is one. She spoke on the intellectual property rights and patent processing. So people have questions they can ask. I gave a talk on the chemistry of non-oxides, the synthesis and this one. People who have and electrokinetic phenomena. People who have questions, they can ask me. And this Dr. Dr. Singh, is it? Dr. The present
Rani.
speaker. He tell it's a wonderful title. That's the reason I attended Science Meeting the Society. And the people who want to have questions on that, please ask her. There is the next Rajeshwari, Dr. Rajeshwari. She said about neurotransmitters or something. I forgot the exact title. People who want to ask questions, please ask her. And there is this professor from Greece. She has done AI in teaching methodologies or high school teaching or teaching as a broad. People who have questions, please ask her. And there is another, okay, I forgot, there are 6 out of 7. Dr. Mr. Surya Narayana is there. He is given talk on project management, engineering management of thermal power plants from top to the bottom, because he was the corporate, almost senior, I forgot the name, whatever it is. And from there, he worked as a thermal engineer. So people who have questions on that field, please ask. This is the time. This 1 hour actually is the time. Please ask questions in whatever way and make questions short so that the answers will be crisp and more number of questions can be addressed. So I don't, what is his this latest speaker's name? Yadav, right?
Dr. Rajesh Yadav, sir.
Rajesh Yadav. Sorry, I didn't want to be rude, but I just want this to be portrayed so that people can think and ask questions. Okay? All right. Podium is left to the audience. Please, one by one, raise your hands or whatever it is, and unmute yourself, ask question, and then expect from whom. By the time you ask question, people will know whom you are addressing, but still you can address them, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we are 6 people available. And I don't know whether Dr. Gandhi and others are there. The doctor is not from England, is not, I'm sure he is in surgery. So they use this opportunity. And at the end, please provide your feedback whether you want to listen this type of talks or just a regular conference, because here almost all are gems in their field. It is really good. So with that one, Aruna, you just start it. Let the audience start.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. In a nutshell, I wish to ask say something regarding this 7-day lecture series Think Beyond. And here, out of 7 speakers and one more additional speech, an additional talk by me also has been given on the day for making time bound. So here we are there about 5 speakers from all the 8 speakers. So I'll be announcing the titles. If anyone from the audience side, if they have any questions on that or any interaction or any doubts or suggestions also you can give. So I'm coming from the last, that is today's, very recent one, that is Saturday, 23rd August 2025 by Dr. Rajesh Balakrishna Jadhav, sir. Sir is HOD and Associate Professor, Applied Sciences and Humanities, MIT School of Computing, Pune. Sir has delivered a lecture on Science Meets Society. So anyone who wish to ask any questions in this recent and today's talk, it is welcome for some time.
Hi, ma'am. I have one question. So, can I please go ahead?
Yeah, please, sir, please.
My name is Amit Kumar Pudi. So question is to Rajesh sir. Okay.
Please,
So
Amit sir.
thank you for it was really informative session, and it's really great initiative from the Sidvi Foundation. It's really good. Okay. So my question is that how can people make innovation affordable, okay, to solve to our day-to-day issues? So like in Pune city, so there is a river pollution. So how we can tackle that issues with the affordable innovation? So this is my question. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Amit sir. Thank you so much. Okay. The first thing, as most of the times we have mentioned that research is or innovation, it's not like that this will be restricted to only laboratory. Okay. So researcher or the who want to make society better, so that should identify what are the normal challenges facing by the common people. Okay. At the same time, it's not like that every time there should be use of costly machines to clean the rivers. Okay. So should we use whatever the resources available in that area with the taking help of the common people? We remove whatever the dirt, or can we clean the river? Okay, so this is not every time there is innovation required. Here we should think where how can we overcome the challenge observed here and there in our surroundings, or whatever the common people they are facing the challenges in day-to-day life. Okay, so just for in actually most of the NGOs or few students I have observed, few students they have initiated this activity of the river cleaning in their school days. He has started, and now he is cleaning his almost more than thousands of students all over the world. They have started this mission, and this is, I think, best example without any kind of support, but with the willpower, with the clear focus that I want to clean the river, okay, and for betterment of the common people who is living in that area. So here, every time we should think in that way. So definitely just start walking, start working. You will get the solutions. A number of people will join you. They will support you, and as well as we can give best of the best solution. But first step need to be taken by the common people. So that mission will start, and further that will be supported by experts or the financiers, and this will be definitely we can overcome this particular mission. Okay, as you have mentioned, river. Okay, thank you so much, Amit sir. It's the same way we can apply for all the challenges.
Thank you, sorry for your answer.
Thank you so much, Amit sir.
I can add a small comment on this one. Innovation, affordability. Innovation comes out of a necessity. In fact, that's what I wanted to tell the speaker earlier. I gave a talk about the origin of corn, different type of corn growth by Andean mountain Indians in South America, about 300 BC. It was a desert. They have nothing. Population has overgrown. So they were forced, instead of eating wild grasses, hybrid wild grasses, to make bigger and stronger. That's how they initiated. And then in the talk, I showed all the pictures. And finally, the number of varieties of corn they have invented. So it is invented by necessity, not by anything else. And in the modern science, the other word is innovation comes out of one's own critical thinking. One of the students, high school student, he was doing summertime. She was asked to do a simple reaction between bismuth and iron oxide, which is a reduction reaction. Bismuth becomes bismuth oxide and iron. Instead of doing it, she said, why can't I reverse the process? Then it is nothing but a sensor. to detect rust at a nanoscale, atomistic level. And she demonstrated. She said, we said, go. She is a 9th grader. Now you can think of her age. Just the same thing reaction she did, reverse the poles. So she took a rust and then she put the sensor, some bismuth. So as bismuth is adding to that one, it is grabbing the oxygen from the rust and increasing the conductivity. So thereby monitoring. And she got a US patent. It's a high school student, 9th grade. So innovation doesn't have to be a great something, you have to do this and that. No, it is from your thinking also. Oh yeah, it is simple reaction, we all know. Science does not exist. Who puts it on the paper first? She gets the credit. That's why she got the patent. Sorry, I don't want others ask questions anymore.
Yeah, anybody else?
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Dr.
Yes.
Aruna, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
You have given a lecture on patent rights, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, Nicholas Tesla and Edison, due to these patent rights, they have wasted lot of amounts of their valuable time, so that Tesla's inventions were in infancy and it has been left in incomplete, ma'am. So at one side, I have to conduct my research, and at one side, I have to look into my patent, ma'am. So how do we balance the both so that I can achieve in both manner?
Yeah. Sir, whatever we had thought or whatever we had invented or innovated, that must be documented, sir, definitely. If it is taking time or not, that is immaterial, but definitely it will take time, sir. If we come for rating, say suppose starting from the journals, sir. So journals, a very good rating journals, if we see like Scopus Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, or any SCI journals, they will take much more time, sir, for scrutiny, and they will send us many more reminders or many more like revises also. So I myself, when I'm doing my research, believe it or not, in 2013, I had submitted my thesis, and 15, I got my doctoral degree, sir. So about 2 years, I had waited for getting results from my like external examiners, PhD examiners. So that much patience only will give us, sir. So first of all, documentation is a must. Whatever the research you are doing, that should not be confined to a particular room, like a laboratory or something else. If you documented that, then only it will reach us to the society or something else. So we must be patient, because if we apply for a patent, definitely it will take time, sir. Say suppose design grant, if it will take around 1 year, sir, 12 months. After filing, it will take 12 months. But if you go for utility patent, it will take around 18 to sometime 3 years, 4 years, we can't say. But once after we get that right, sir, then nobody will enter into our own work, and we can be the owners of that particular work, sir. So this only actually PhD what we'll learn, that is Doctor of Philosophy. So it is not a particular subject. It will try to learn, or it will try to thought us just as a patience. I don't know whether it is right or not. It's my view, sir, because much more patience if we keep on our research or keep on our documentation, then only we can be flourished, and we can give something to the society, sir. Somebody, they may misuse what Rajesh sir said, that is ethics in our research, ethics in our innovation. It would be lost if we had not taken that particular IPR, sir. That's why, sir, Like many problems are having many, like without key, there will be no lock. So nowadays, some attorney journals, they are giving some registered like resource persons for us or registered agents for us, which are making a bridge between the attorneys of the particular IPs and the researchers. They are making the process somewhat less. So we can have like a little bit time, we can get the IPs. This I could tell in my views.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Or else, sir, if we are not going towards agents, definitely it will take, it will like some spending of money, everything will be there, because without money, nothing can be done in this world, materialistic world. So, but appearing to the court hearings and everything will be done by the agent. So being a busy person, in our busy schedule, we cannot attend the court hearings, because at the time of examination, court will like call us for attending the hearings also on our IPRs. So all these things will be done by the agents. This I could say.
I have one question to Rajeshwari. In her presentation, the one which I liked is she devised everything like a human being: heart, brain, heart, liver, and as I remember, limbs or whatever it is. So those are the four essential things which I commented as parallel to human society: brain, heart, liver or blood, and then limbs. Today's talk is really, I mean, I admire Rajesh talk. Is it Rajesh, right? Today's talk, I have to make a note of your name because I can't see his. Oh, Rajesh Yadav. Rajesh Yadav. In fact, we can put his highlighted things beautifully on your four types of brain, heart, liver, and the last one I forgot. Those things also, it looks really good. In fact, that sort of an approach of as a tetrahedron, a quadrant, tetrahedron has four. This one will be focused to the benefit which is inscribed in a tetrahedron, will be a brilliant type of disseminating the information. I think what is your
kind of
comment?
mind map or a graphical abstract, right, sir?
Yeah. What
We
is
can
your
interlink
comment?
the topics. Yes, sir. Very nicely you have interlinked the topics. In fact, while Rajesh Jadhav sir was presenting, I myself I felt this point, whatever you mentioned. Certain concepts that I dealt and whatever sir spoke, it was so wonderfully merging with the need of the hour. And yes, even I felt the same feeling, sir. I had the same point to raise, but then you just mentioned it. I was about to tell that.
Yeah, because I noted those topics. I think he touched on about the 6 topics, but for me, I'm convinced 4 are important. For that one, then I remembered your presentation. That's how it can be represented. In fact,
Yes,
I
sir.
use this
Yes.
tetrahedron representations on several of my talks, because when you have 4 variables, or if you have same thing like he showed 7, we can have double tetrahedron and transpose them and then represent the inside inscribed. This one is the final outcome. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Definitely agree with you, sir.
Next, I request anyone who wish to interact with Dr. Rania ma'am. Rania ma'am is from Greek Ministry of Education, Greece. Ma'am had delivered AI in Modern Academia, Tools, Trends, and Ethical Boundaries. If anybody wish to ask any questions on this particular topic, ma'am is available with us.
I am the same evil person asking her
Madam,
question. Yeah, I'm asking her one question. I told her, I admitted I am an evil person. She has beautifully described about the importance of AI. And today, Rajiv also has wonderfully stated the ins and outs, goods and bad. He actually highlighted good and bad. It is a determinant for the human, it is destroying the human values. Or, in fact, with the AI coming, for her in the high school, all those teachers are redundant. They can go away. This is the sort of things Harvard Business School, because I have trained in business management, so I'm qualified to comment on the business school thing. It says the business school does not consider human value. Everything is reduce people. They don't even, in the classroom when we are learning, we are not told as human beings, as things. You reduce things, a number of things, and this is modeling, and then your profit goes up. So if this AI, either you or Rajesh can tell, is it going to replace human beings, and how far ethically it is right to completely knowing a new machine doing the job as humans, removing our displacing our positions in this very sacred teaching profession. So either please, Rajesh, and there's the professor from Greece, both can have some comment on it.
Yes, if you ask my opinion, AI is like fire. I mean, it can burn down a house or it can keep a family warm. Metaphorically, I'm talking. Whether it destroys or strengthens human values, this depends on the intentions of its makers and the wisdom of its users. AI doesn't kill values, people kill values. How? By choosing convenience over ethics, profit over dignity, or control over freedom. And at the same time, AI can force humanity to evolve, to define justice more clearly, to act with greater empathy, and to cooperate across cultures. In that sense, AI is not the end of the human values, but I could say a test of it. It doesn't inherently destroy or strengthen. It depends on how it's developed, how it's used, and how it's governed. So the risk that AI is undermining human values is, of course, the dehumanization. The over-reliance on AI could reduce empathy and human-to-human connection. This is one point. The loss of agency, because people may defer too much decision-making to machines, weakening this way critical thinking. And the surveillance control, because misuse of AI, especially in politics or corporations, could erode privacy and freedom. But I could say that at the same time, this human synergy, if you see AI as human synergy, what are the opportunities? We can amplify creativity because AI can support science, art, problem solving, extending human potential. What about personalization in education, medicine, mental health? This personalization could become even more accessible and tailored. Collaboration, if humans work with machines, then often outperform. And the ethical reflection, because building AI forces societies to articulate their values more clearly. AI is not inherently a threat or a savior. It's a mirror of human choices and priorities. If we embed ethics, inclusivity, transparency, AI can become a synergistic partner. If we ignore those aspects, it can undermine the very values we care about. And I suggest here a practical framework. First, realignment. Teach AI what matters: ethics, fairness, dignity. That's why I always insist that we need to develop a comprehensive AI literacy programs in every educational institution. Transparency, make AI explainable so that humans can trust but verify. Augmentation, not replacement. AI should extend the human skills, not erase them. And shared accountability. This means that both creators and users must own the outcomes. Finally, global collaboration, because values differ across cultures, so dialogue is the key. So in short, I could say that AI becomes disruptive only if we abdicate responsibility. If we stay engaged, it can be a partner in human flourishing. This is my opinion, and I would like to hear from Dr. Rajesh his point of view on this topic.
Dr. Rajesh, your comment on this question.
Anybody else wish to interact with Rania ma'am?
Dr. Rajesh, your comment on this AI and the classroom, this one, is it good or bad?
Sorry, actually, pardon, please. Voice is not clear for me, so I'm not getting the question,
Okay.
actual question, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear now? Can you hear?
Huh.
Okay. The question is your comment on, we want your comment on AI good or bad for education.
Okay. As I have mentioned, AI, this will decide whether AI will be good or bad on the basis of how we are utilizing AI tool. Okay. If it is in the favor of student progress or for anything, if it is good, it is not harmful, then definitely we should go for this. Before applying AI tool for students, for the society, for anywhere, for anything, we should ask simple question whether AI is giving good thing for good for the common people, for the society, betterment of the society. Definitely, without fraction of second thinking, we should go proceed. If the question is saying AI is not good, we should not apply in this field because this is not good, then definitely we should apply. It's a simple, I think this is a simple question we should.
Okay, let me make it simple. My question, probably. The reason is while I'm teaching or giving exam, nowadays the students will have their laptop, not laptop, the cell phones next to them. And for me, we can't say don't have a cell phone because it's not ringing. So it is, but basically the rascals, the youngsters, they know all these games. They don't read. They will just get answers from the cell phone, which is actually an artificial intelligence only process. So from their point of view, they only think about their grades. So it is actually, and one girl complained to me, that guy is listening in his phone, and I'm working hard, and I'm writing the exam sincerely. How come we both get the same grade? For me, I don't know. When I'm trying to correct the paper, it is only the final answers which tally to me. So how do you think, then in that case, should I say AI is bad? Or I went to Australia. In Australia, rural way, for about 40 miles area, there will be only one school. All are small hamlets. So they give, the teacher gives a speech in the high school, which is about 40 miles away. And the students keep writing and then take notes, and with a little bit of much more sincerity, the exams are held, they are being done. In that sense, it is right. That is only source because it's a necessity. Because they cannot go every day 40 miles, even if it is a car. So if I look into, because that's my personal experience, I have seen, so in these two conditions, what is your comment? Because you are an expert now. You gave an expert speech. So your comment.
Actually, hello.
Yes, who can hear?
Sir, sorry, actually, few things I'm missing. Maybe it's not
Yes,
clear.
yes.
Everything is not clear for me. Okay, so I missed something. Okay, so I don't know whether it is from my side or from this side.
From my side, I can hear. Okay. Okay, that's fine. If you cannot hear clearly, your answer will be something else for what I asked. So that is fine.
Yes, sir.
Others,
Thank you so much, sir. And anybody else who wish to interact again with Dr. Rania, ma'am?
Hi, madam. Am I audible?
yes, you are.
Rania, madam. Okay. Madam, I just had one question. What are the ethical guidelines you recommend the universities to set for the AI usage? The university students, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You recommend. What are the recommendations you give?
Yes, of course. So I mentioned about the beginning of how we need to develop AI comprehensive literacy programs, AI literacy programs. And this starts with academic integrity, clear policies on plagiarism for unauthorized AI-generated content, proper citation. So this means encourage students to disclose, for example, when and how AI tools were used. The questions of transparency, students and faculty must be transparent about when AI assists in assignments in research or exams. So universities should provide training on how to cite AI sources responsibly. The equity accessibility is another principle of the framework, ethical frameworks on AI. This means protect student data from misuse by third-party AI tools, require that AI tools used in coursework comply with data protection laws. For skills, AI should increase critical thinking, creativity, don't diminish them. So this means assessments must be redesigned, to test reasoning, analysis, and originality beyond what AI can generate. Because yes, we cannot test always if an essay was written by the student or by ChatGPT. So the issue of plagiarism and the risk of losing critical thinking. So that's why new methods of assessment are being developed. For example, oral assessments are more preferable nowadays in universities all around the world. So assignments that should be designed in order to test the analysis, analytical skills, and the originality. Faculty responsibility, we talk about faculty responsibility. Professors should integrate AI into teaching responsibly, showing how this can be a tool from brainstorming for research. Going training in AI literacy, and of course, this must follow the standards of accuracy, of accountability, of all the awareness of the risks of AI. And they talk about the research papers. All AI involvement, data analysis in writing, simulations must be disclosed in publications. So I think that universities should establish AI ethics committees, ethics board committees, to regularly update policies as AI evolves. I believe that all education institutions, all universities should have their own framework, ethical framework, should design according to the needs of the students, according to their to the profile of the students. So each institution should have their own guidelines. And I think that AI in universities should be treated like a powerful assistant, but never a substitute for human reasoning, creativity, or integrity. So teacher, why integrity matters? I will talk about exams, more application-based, open-ended questions, if it's possible, that are harder to plagiarize. In terms of technology checks, we can use plagiarism detection tools like Turnitin or Copyscape, a specific software in order to help us. And in any case, promote the culture of honesty. Celebrate the effort and learning, not just grades, as was already mentioned. And students should see exams as opportunity to grow, not just hardly to pass. So this has to do with personal responsibility. And I could say here that plagiarism in exams isn't just cheating the system, it's cheating yourself. So it may give a temporary boost, but weakens trust, skills, and self-respect in the long run. So it's all our responsibility of educators and professors to promote this culture of honest of academic integrity to help them navigate the complex world of AI. This is my opinion. Clear policies and strict guidelines, specific ethical frameworks in every institution, and ethics review boards and committees in every university.
Okay, I have
And of
one
course,
quick one.
integrate in-class assignments with offline activities so that we can balance online and offline activities in order to balance an everyday life. There should be always a balance. Yes. Yes.
I have one quick question on thermal power plants. Then afterwards, I will let anybody ask Dr. Rajesh Yadav, because his 15 minutes question time was stolen. So I don't want him to be deprived. So exclusively for him, all others people are saturated, I think. My question on thermal power plant is, nowadays we got what is called modular nuclear reactors, which will produce maybe 50 to 100 megawatts. A small modular type of nuclear power plants. They can supply for a city like Madras. You have one, and that one, Madras, that area will be fine. So this one will be clean and controlled and all those things. But this thermal power plants, even 500 megawatt, as it's one, it causes a lot of pollution and all these things they talk. So can you comment which is the better alternative? Because we are hearing through your side, because you have a better perspective that for an Indian diaspora, we are only left with the thermal power plant option, or this sort of things are also promising. Please comment on it. And what are the ins and goods and bad? So that is the question I'm asking Surya Narayana.
To narrate this particular thing, I will tell my own experience. When I was visiting the power plants in Europe, Italy, and all these places, normally for any power plant, if it trips, there will be a lot of energy difficult.
We have the same problem as Dr. Yadav. We can't hear you. The thing is breaking. Can you off and on? I don't know. Oh.
Are you listening now? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please continue, sir. Please continue.
So if any unit trips, there will be a lot of worries. Why unit trip? Because it is directly related to the social discomfort. So we take utmost care that unit should not trip. And only in very emergent cases only, we allow the unit to trip with precaution. When I was inspecting this, some of the power plants in Europe, some major power plants were shut down. I asked them that how you are not running it. It's a coal-based plant. They told it is a pollution problem. So we are getting nuclear power from France. They are all interconnected. So We are getting the power from plants. Then these plants are not run because there is a public objection of pollution and all. Then we ask them, why you don't have any nuclear plants? They say it is, we are having a risk of having a power plant with nuclear technology. So we are getting power from the other countries where it is being formed. So the technology available at that particular country, they are confident on it and they are running it, and the user is some other country. There is no use. Similarly, thermal power plants also, these fossil fuels, there is an end. You cannot go on dig it. There must be alternative sources. That is why renewable energy is coming. In my slides also I have told. The total energy in thermal power plant was leading earlier. It was 70% or so. Now it has come down to 40%. And renewable sources is dominating at 48%. The nuclear also will go up. In Germany, major portion of the power is being supplemented only through renewable sources. Nuclear, if technology adoption is economical and safe, definitely it's an idea of introduction of nuclear plant, and we can reduce the intensity of thermal plants. The thermal plants are mainly designed such that the load variations can be controlled. Oil-fired or oil-fired boilers or gas-fired boilers or coal-based boilers. The firing can be reduced such that the megawatt can be reduced. In nuclear plants, they are regulated by shutdown principles, load variations, and all these things are very strict as of now. So we cannot play with those plants for variation in the load. Demand is not constant. I have told you. Morning there will be agricultural load, induction load, where power demand will be very high. Once after 10 o'clock, industries will start. Sunday there will not be any industry. That particular day we cannot shut down the nuclear plant. So the variation of the loads to control all these things is currently being implemented. And this particular thing also is being taken as a second alternative if renewable sources is supplementing the gap.
Okay.
So a constant load, if it is dependable, safe, and cheap, it's a good idea. And maybe future it will come.
Okay, thank you for your wonderful comment. Now, uninterrupted questions and answer straight, crisp questions and answers for because we have stolen his time, which is about for even that it's about 10 minutes while Aruna will be preparing for the next presentation of certificates, I think. So anybody can ask Professor Rajiv Yadav. The floor is for him, and please ask questions. Don't hesitate. This is the last 10 minutes. Afterwards, this one, then there will be instructions on award ceremony and the nomination process. So that I will talk for 5 minutes. The award nomination awards will be for attending the 7 week will be done by that one. We will talk at that time. Now question times. In fact, there are a lot of highlighted points he noted. It's wonderful. So please ask and use your opportunity to hear through an expert.
Sir, with your kind permission, I would like to ask question to Surya Narayana sir. Just a very, very small question.
Tell me, madam.
With your permission. Sir, what are the major challenges you see in managing the power plant, sir?
Fantastic question, madam. It is in the initial slides itself, you might have seen, there is a heavy risk involved in handling the power plant, the design and everything be perfectly balanced such that emergency will not occur. In fact, Kalams have also asked only one question: what is the safety precautions you have taken like that? We have also faced a lot of emergencies, but the mitigation methodology, mitigation readiness, that is what I call it as EQ, emotional quotient of the persons handling the power plant should be very good. Emergencies do occur, and emergencies also will be very severe, and we have to be ready to mitigate the problem and take advance action. That's only can be a solution for it. You have to run thermal power plant, but with care. I'll tell you, in one of my experience, there was heavy tsunami time and all these things. There was heavy tufan. Lot of wind, everything was there. And many power plants are getting tripped. So the running plants have been asked to maintain the load. So we have to run the plant with care. That's all. This is the answer for it. Emergencies do occur because it is handling with fire at almost 1,100 degrees centigrade. Sometimes what will happen, Dr. Rao was studying, that silicon reactor, some what is called glass-like substances is
Please
all around.
Please make your answer very short
Yes,
because
that's
we
what-
are stealing his
yes,
time.
That's
In
what
fact, that is
No,
what
okay.
I'm worried about.
So precautions
Well
have,
clarified, sir. Thank you, sir.
precautions have to be taken, and we have to be careful in handling the plant. Adding to it, Raghav Yadav and Rania Madam's AI concept, I have interacted with that AI application. The change in automation, robotics, and the present AI is reasoning capacity. Reasoning capacity of the automation has been embedded in the present technology. And I mean, today's speaker also was telling it is useful to the society. I told her during Madam's this also, AI is for human. Human is not for AI. If it is useful to us, let us use it. Let us export it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for clarifying our doubts and questions. And it's time for felicitation of all our stalwarts and this galaxy of knowledgeful persons. So please let me allow and to share my screen. Actually, it's my privilege and I'm very happy.
Aruna, please let others ask questions to Yadav because we told this is his time, just 10 minutes, okay? Anybody, if there are no questions, then you can go ahead because it has to be fair for him too. Please ask your question. So simple questions, no more. Thank you very much. It is beautiful. All those things, all that nonsense. No, ask him questions. He will answer. That's how it is for the next 10 minutes.
Actually, I have not a doubt, sir. Actually, it's my enthusiasm to learn from you or to know from you what exactly the term coined as Oxyman for you. Sir, you are in mute condition.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, pardon, please. Sorry.
I would like to know what exactly made you as Oxyman.
Actually, ma'am, if someone asks me what is the greatest, one of the satisfying moment of my life, so during Corona pandemic situation, being a chemistry person, what I have realized that there is a need of oxygen and I should do something. Okay, actually, I was not that much confident whether I will contribute in coming days, but that was my, we can say, strong willpower that I should do. That time I have started that it's a easy process. Oxygen making, generation of oxygen by PSA is not big deal. Okay, that was done by previously by most of the companies. Okay, but as a common, as a chemistry person, as a teacher, I have started. I have made design and approaches to more than 5 industries. Okay, just I will, if you are ready, we will do this. I will guide you. Just give me your engineer. But 4 industries rejected my proposal because they give me excuse that they don't have any designer, engineer, or there is some constraint from the society or government. So we are not much interested. But one industry, that is extreme industry, that they have provided me one engineer. Okay, and they give me support that start doing. At the same time, our executive president, Dr. Mangeshji Karar sir, who of MIT ADT University, who listened my talk for more than 30 minutes. Actually, he is so busy and so great personality, but he's listened me what I want to do. And then he has supported me. Okay, just go ahead. We will arrange chemicals or whatever the requirement of letter. And I have started my work. Initially, that oxygen was not getting as per the need of the medical science above 90%. But then, with the help of some experts of that field, particularly, we have reached more than 93%. Okay. And then that the company, they have invested money and they have initially sold one oxygen plant to government medical hospital. And then they have started making more than 75 oxygen plant all over the India. But I was absolutely no regret at all, because I have not done any kind of proposal of getting royalty, but no regret at all, because I got the satisfaction, because through that work, I feel I saved thousands of lives. Okay, I think this is one of the, being a simple teacher, I did this only because of the passion, and I think this is the best thing. Thank you so much for asking me this question, because sharing this experience to my friends or academician, it's a wonderful thing for me. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. This itself made you to get an award from our SIDBI Foundation. Last month, we had organized an international conference. Under that, you got Best Teacher Award, sir. We are about to send you the award also. And in that award, I think we had included Oxyman. Just after your name, we had included Oxyman also.
That's the great thing for me, ma'am, actually. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, all the SIDBI Foundation, Aruna ma'am, Rao sir, and all the organizing team for giving me this great honor. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And a great work done by you, sir. And many more societally useful work need to be done by you in future also. It's my wish. Thank you so much.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So by
last two questions, anybody? If not, last 2 questions.
Sir, we can continue this questionnaire after announcing the award, certificates also, because somebody else are having some works. Yeah. Thank you so much. So please let me know whether my screen is visible. Is anybody please let me know whether my screen is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Visible.
Yes, madam. We can see the screen.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I myself can say proudly that SIDBI Foundation is encouraging the academic society and academia by organizing such an academic programs like conducting seminars, workshops, conferences, and to honor the credibility and the exploration of the academicians and researchers. We are organizing some award ceremonies also, and we are encouraging the eco-friendly product development initiatives also. And not only this, we are making the documentation of all the work done by extensive work done by the researchers and academicians, as in the form of books, publications in journals. And recently, we also had initiated our own journal, International Journal of Science, Engineering, Arts and Management, which got ISSN number also. And not only this, we are encouraging by making easiest way and easiest things for publishing such an wonderful journals of Scopus and SEI also. We are giving support, and not only this, we are giving support for patenting your extensive work. So this is a brief and crispy description of the activities which are doing by SIDBI Foundation. In this juncture, in this journey, we had thought that one international lecture series which will give the bridging disciplines, not only confining to a single subject or single discipline. We had planned to make the bridge between the disciplines. That itself came out as Think Beyond. And we had organized this from 17th August to 23rd August. We got extensive response for this. In this juncture, I wish to say my heartfelt thanks to Professor S. Srinivas Rao sir, who had acted as a chief guest and a chief advisor of this particular event. Not only this event, any event, sir is extending his support as an elderly advisor for our SIDBI Foundation. Here it is, your certificate, sir. Thanks a lot for making this event a very great successful. Thank you so much, sir. I wish to hear one word from you, sir. Srinivas Rao, sir.
Thank you very much. It is definitely an honor to me to be here. As I said, I am at the tail end of my this one. Maybe next time I may just come, but I may not be able to talk. This is a great thing. And this week, all these lectures really suggested that they are of distinguished lectures in their own fields, and the speakers were also really great. So this is my sincere from my heart. I will say thank you very much for me to be asked to act as a chief guest, and also as one of the speakers in this award, in this event. And if you guys want this audience, want this sort of series also, once please leave it in your comments so that we will get the feedback and we'll respond accordingly. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your support, sir. And next, I am extending my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Dixon Adams, sir, one more chief editor of SIDBI, chief advisor of SIDBI Foundation, and who had acted as a chief guest also. Dr. Dixon Adams, sir, Educational Innovations in Science and Technology, Kwame Nkrumah University professor from Ghana. Thank you so much, sir, for giving your insightful advisors to make this as a fruitful. And I extend my heartfelt thanks to Mr. Nagbabu Abraju, sir, Director Vico Labs Private Limited, Medshal, Hyderabad, and who is the president of SSRD, and who is giving a backbone support and invisible support to SIDBI Foundation to make it as a insightful and fruitful, successful events, a series of events. With his invisible work, he is doing a lot to SIDBI Foundation. Thanks a lot, sir, for accepting and acting as a guest of honor to our event. Thank you so much, sir. I wish to hear from you one word.
Thank you, Aruna garu. Thank you so much. But the day I have joined this organization, I don't know previously what happened, but that is daily I can say one word that Sidvi is rising. I can say this, and it is a teamwork. It is nothing but a teamwork. It is not done by only one, because Rao sir also doing extensive work. Besides keeping his age, also he is doing such a wonderful job, and he is contributing so much high work. And I congratulate each and everyone, and thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Sir. Thank you. And I extend my heartfelt thanks to Shivaganesh Appajosla sir, Deputy Manager, Electrical Maintenance Department, Stag O&M Company Private Limited from Visakhapatnam, who had attended each and every session of our these 7 days, in spite of his busy schedule as a Deputy Manager in Electrical Maintenance Department. And Sir had gone through all the lectures, and just like a very interesting researcher, he had attended. Thank you so much, sir. And it's great pleasure for me to give you this guest of honor certificate. Thank you so much, sir. I wish to hear from you a word, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And as usual, my journey, it has to go through the manner of doing master's degree and pursuing PhD and research. I'm basically interested in this field, ma'am. And all the allied speakers who are specialized in their own field, they have their doctorate in their own field. And the main issue is that at a point of time, I thought that I would explore in the field of erection, commissioning, and operation of this power plants, ma'am. And once I step into this field, I never got an opportunity to do at least my master's. So, so in order to quench the gap, what I'm doing is I just hear the seminars, webinars that have been conducted, and wherein the speakers are have a very good specializations in their own particular field, especially in either possessing masters in the field or possessing PhD in their field. And I'm very much interested if anyone are doing research and anything, ma'am. And as today, distinguished speaker Jadhav sir has also said that in our country, the percentage of amount that we are investing in research and development is very low. And probably that might also be a reason that that I thought that there is no a proper property for me to go on to the master and further proceeding to research in my area, in my concern, that's electrical and electronics, ma'am. But I have seen a lot of property and lot of challenges and lot of opportunities in my power sector. And definitely without my blessings of my father, and he is also one of the speaker, Mr. Suryanarayana sir, I could not have been in the place where I am now here, ma'am. And I am at this age also, I am getting a guidance from him. And it's really
I think we have to move on. We have to move
yes,
on.
sir. Just a last word, sir. It's really a surprise, and it's really a great honor for me that Sidvi Foundation has given me the guest of honor award, sir. Thank you very much, and thank you to all who have organized this, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you, Aruna, ma'am, especially.
Thank you, sir. We are also very happy to see both of you, son and father, on one screen. Very stalwarts and knowledgeable and interesting persons. This much interest is needed by today's society, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And now it's time for honoring our distinguished speakers. So first today we had one distinguished speech from Professor Srinivas Rao, sir. Sir, thank you so much for delivering your valuable speech and enlightening us with your talk. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you. Next, coming to another distinguished speaker, second day, Mr. Surya Narayana sir Appajosla, retired Chief General Manager, Neyveli Lignite Corporation, Neyveli. Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful talk and lecture. And you are also very interested, in spite of your busy schedule and age itself, very patiently you had listened all our talks and you had attended all the sessions. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot. I wish your blessings to SIDBI Foundation, sir, all the time. We need your cooperation, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you very much, madam. It's a great honor by SIDBI in making me an opportunity to address the distinguished gathering. To my level best, the little technology words I use and more of the administrative procedure and important I have embedded in my presentation of thermal power plant. Thank you very much. And after retirement, it was a long gap that I have taken class, and this was a great opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's a great pleasure to us, and it's a great blessing to us also. Thank you so much. Next, coming to the third day, distinguished speaker, Dr. Rania Lampu, ma'am, Greek Ministry of Education, Greece. She is always very friendly and very down to earth. Whenever I ask anything, immediately she will say yes. Never she said no to SIDBI Foundation. Thanks a lot, ma'am. The SIDBI Foundation organized not only the bridging disciplines, but it is paving a payment for bridging the nations also. It came true by you, ma'am, by adding from Greece. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. I wish to hear a word from you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. I would like to say that this conference reminds us that the future is shaped not by isolated ideas, but the collective wisdom that we have shared over these days. And each session has been sparked, and together we have illuminated new paths forward. And the true measure of success will be how we transform, of course, the ideas we gain here into concrete actions in our communities and institutions, in our industries, and how we can promote, how we can forward this dialogue across borders, cultures, and disciplines, because the challenges of our times demand global perspectives, and the voices here have shown how powerful this diversity can be. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to join this very precious event. Thank you very much, Dr. Rao, for your amazing coordination and your wisdom. We have learned a lot from you and from your questions. Actually, your questions is a catalyst for dialogue. So thank you very much. And looking forward to more events like this. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. The fourth day speaker, distinguished speaker, Dr. Rajeshwari Ulagdi, ma'am. Ma'am is from Sri Satyasai University for Human Excellence, Kalaburgi, Karnataka. Ma'am is also like moving encyclopedia. She asked, she learned, she had participated very actively in our all 7 days session. Thank you so much, ma'am, for accepting our invitation as a speaker. Thanks. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. In fact, I should say that it was a blessing in disguise that I got this opportunity. In fact, I would like to say that I'm actually missing from tomorrow. I think I'm going to miss this lecture series. Every day it was like a habit. So I would hear all the presentations, ask questions, and then go to sleep. But from tomorrow, I think I'm going to miss this. I hope we get to see more presentations and more lectures like this in future. Thank you, Aruna madam. Thank you, Professor Srinivas Rao sir, for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you. And next, coming to another distinguished speaker, Dr. Rajinder Singh, transplant surgeon, Manchester University Hospital, Manchester, UK, and chair of Manchester Hindu Staff Network. Sir had delivered a very nice and very insightful lecture on transplantation surgery. Sir is unable to join now because of his busy schedule, but this is our heartfelt gratitude for him for delivering his lecture. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you so much. And next distinguished speaker, Dr. Gandhi N, Department of Marine Biology, Vikram Simhapuri University, SFNR, Nellore, Andhra Pradesh, India. Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful lecture. And sir is also, because of his health condition, yesterday itself he felt some feverish. So he had messaged me that he is unable to join. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Gandhi, sir. And last but not least, today's actually bridging disciplines had made true by the extensive talk of Dr. Rajesh Balakrishna Jadhav, sir, who had connected all the talks in his single talk. That made me very happy, sir. Dr. Rajesh Balakrishna Jadhav, sir, HOD, Associate Professor, Applied Science and Humanities, MIT School of Computing, Pune. Thank you so much, sir. In spite of your busy schedule, you had accepted my invitation and you had given a very good and wonderful talk to us. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, you are in mute condition, sir. Rajesh, sir, you are in mute condition, sir. Please unmute.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Aruna ma'am and Sidvi Foundation. Actually, all the organizing team members for giving me this wonderful opportunity to meet personalities, experts like you all over from who joined this session from all over the world. Okay, just like senior personality Rao sir and all the distinguished speakers, experts. Okay, I would like to share these things. I like the name, that is Think Beyond, and as you have mentioned below that, think beyond because the future belongs to those who can connect the dots across discipline. So this is a wonderful tagline mentioned, and think beyond. And this tagline, I think this is very good enough to think beyond and make beautiful things for our society as an academician, as a teacher, as a researcher, as a student. So definitely thank you so much for being part of Sidvi family. I feel one of the family member of Sidvi Foundation. So thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to join us, connect us. Okay, thank you so much. Great.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you all stalwarts, all participants for giving me this opportunity to honor my guest of honors and speakers of this 7-day journey. And we are about to send all the participant certificates to your respective registered mail IDs personally by tomorrow itself. And I am about to send the link also, feedback link. Please fill the feedback link for making more suggestions and making more effective, wonderful things from Sidvi Foundation. Thanks a lot.
Okay, can I talk for 5 minutes, Aruna?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, please.
Okay. The thing is, on September 5th, on the occasion of Professor and great philosopher Sarvepalli Radhakrishna, there is going to be an award ceremony by Sidvi Foundation, which is also a part of it. In fact, so for that one, you have several categories for award to recognize people either from lifetime achievement who have done a significant amount of work both to the society as well as to the science and technology, and the distinguished awards, and then senior researcher, this sort of thing, or promising managers, promising award, or rookie manager, and all. Rookie means coming up sort of things. So the nomination process for Lifetime Achievement Award is identification by SIDBI management, and they are very few, and that is what the selection is completed. Whereas for distinguished scientist or distinguished career in engineering, management, whatever it is done by a panel. So anybody can manage and nominate them. And then the SIDBI will look into that one and make a decision. And third one is scientific and all those things. The nomination has to be a maximum of 1 page. With that one, and I'm just telling, because the way I'm putting questions, I'm also nominating some people which selection has to be. I have done stipulated to one page, but people are ambitious. They want to have more and more information. At least with our knowledge, with my experience, I can make a judgment what are the, because in the panel, we should not bore them to read your whole biodata or curriculum with you. So that's why we stipulate nomination has to be only 1 page and supported by your resume or bio, detailed bio, and a photograph. So you can have self-nomination, or you can nominate any of your colleagues or friends or whatever it is, whom you think they deserve a recognition. Including, in fact, in one award ceremony, we rewarded talented youngsters. One young guy from Assam, he plays different type of Assamese musical instruments. I think he was 7 years or 8 years old. And SIDBI recognized. So SIDBI in his wisdom has that option also. And here there are two things. Some people want only certificate. In fact, there is nothing called small certificate, big certificate. These will help. An award, let us say, promising researcher award. In fact, last week or last month, there was a conference. And in fact, Dr. Rajeshwari students presented beautiful research papers. In fact, certain things highlight, we can point out. They are the punch words. So that clicked immediately on the spot. I said, it deserves a recognition. Immediately, SIDBI said, yes, we will. So they got on the spot best research presentation. It's a group award they got. So this one, we may think it is a small thing, blah, blah, blah. But in their resume, it takes them along. Those people who are starting their careers, its citation gives quite far. I remember myself when I was maybe 16 or 17, I have developed a model, mathematical model on the escape velocity. With my analytical thinking, I was able to get almost 95% accuracy to the nowadays computer-based predictions. So one professor at that time, a lot of people thought I'm crazy. They don't understand because they don't have that knowledge. One professor, Luthra, from IIT Delhi, he has recognized and he sent a beautiful letter. Upcoming promising researcher. In fact, I turned out to be a successful researcher. That is what I'm saying. So there is nothing called small award or big award. So please nominate and also, if possible, keep a memento also. Of course, the memento The people may think it costs a lot of money. It is 5,000 rupees for people in India. It looks like a standalone. I should have brought it from my next room. It is in my next room, or else I should show. Sometime when you look, or in the office when you see, people think there are somebody who is recognizing, who has recognized. So this 5,000 rupees is not there. In fact, I'm just telling you my time. For 2 days, I'm preparing digesting the background information and all what I observed in their lectures and all. Putting it on a paper, I put an effort to write their nomination. I mean, can you guys assume how much I charge? For me, if I give a lecture, it's $1,000 plus expenses. That used to be like that. It's a quite a bit. But why I'm doing it is a service, because we want to recognize. So if that is the case, Momento is a standalone representation of your success in the climbing ladder of your success. So you may not realize now, our ancient wisdom says at the age of 60, because we believe human life is 120 years and 60 is the midpoint. Once you come to 60, you look back like a lion looking back after hunting, whether any other predators are coming. So like that, when you look, you yourself feel, am I the person? We have done this, done so many, received so much appreciation. So you will then realize it. So this 5,000 rupees you pay, it is not. In fact, it includes a beautiful custom-made memento and the administrative charges and your courier service to ship to your home. It all includes in this one. So please, if it is, Sidvi is almost on that sense, they are doing it almost for free. Maybe little bit they cover that charge, this charge. So please don't count in terms of money. Some people say, oh, there are a lot of people in India that they are doing this business. Maybe, I don't know. I told first time when I was invited by Sidvi, Aruna, while I am here, I want something justice done both to the receiver and for your foundation. So if it is, please opt for, I mean, this is mine. It has nothing to do with the Sidvi management. From my side, I'm saying it is a good collection. It will be a good collection. You will one day say that one. Now you may say, oh, we missed. Particularly those who have good awards of distinction. So it's a gradual progression. Unfortunately, I didn't bring that in my next office because for me, I reached a stage where there is no display. I just dump it in one place. In fact, a lot of those things, my kids, they use it for their as a game toys. So I'm not saying, because now if I have 20 or 30 or 50, it doesn't matter. That's why I tell Aruna, if she says, I will give you a word, I said, I don't know and I have enough. So please think about it and you nominate. I don't want to take too much already. I am also a long-winded person, I think. So please nominate and do this as early as possible, because this is on September 5th. These mementos, particularly people with mementos, they are custom made. So those guys need some time to make it for you guys. And then it has to be some of the, I don't know, what do you call for the memento, how it looks. had to be for your approval, because sometimes they will say, oh, I'm not a DI, I am only DDI. These are the questions that come in the spellings and all. So we have to do that one. This is the final thing. So please spread this message on September 5th. September 5th will be the award ceremony for on the honoring the Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishna Bachchan. This one. With this one, if you have got any doubt or any clarification, I'd be more than happy to answer left to you guys. One, just a clarification only, straightforward, and answer will be straightforward. Thank you. So it seems there is no question. Everybody is this one. So we can close it with our standard Janaganamana, I think.
Before
So,
that, I wish to add a small thing to Dr. Rao sir's blessings towards this Guru Pratibha Puraskar, which is going to be organized by Siddhi Foundation on September 5th. So along with this memento, customized memento and certificate, Siddhi Foundation is giving lifetime membership also. Those who got accepted by the Siddhi Foundation jury for the award, that is worth of 2,500, which is totally, we are making it as a free of cost, who got awarded. And one more thing, the Siddhi Foundation team decided to publish their manuscript in our own journal also, sir. Because these two are in our hands, which we can provide, and which beyond my hands, because Siddhi Foundation is not having any funds, so that we are basing on the processing fee paid by the participants only. So this is my humble submission to all of you. With this, I thank one and all who had spared your valuable time, this much time also. It's around 10 o'clock in India, night. So thank you so much. And I request Dr. Rajeshwari ma'am to give a crispy vote of thanks, ma'am.
Just 1 minute, I just remember. Please bear it to me with my age. I forget things. When I look at it, then I notice. Sidvi, as Dr. Rajiv Yadav said, he diversified, contributing in different aspects. There is one, they are already established, are going to establish a scientific society foundation. So Sydney Science and Technology Foundation.
Sydney Academy of Science and Technologies.
That's one. So there they will offer fellowship also. So you guys can proudly put at the end of your name, Fellow of Sidvi Foundation. That is coming up. Actually, they have decided and accepted to do that. And the fellowship will be for the people who are either distinguished in their fields or with a lot of experience. And the lesser experience will be associate fellows. So please join into that one also. I just remembered. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot. Dr. Rajeshwari ma'am, please give a crispy vote of thanks.
Sure. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the organizing team of Siddhi Foundation, it's a privilege to deliver the vote of thanks for this enriching lecture series. Over the past 7 days, we have had the opportunity to listen to distinguished experts from diverse fields, sharing their knowledge on topics ranging from cutting-edge scientific research and project management to AI in academia, integrative therapies for neuro wellness, organ transplantation, challenges intellectual property rights, conservation of coral reefs, and also how science meets society. So these were all enriching presentations that we got a chance to listen. So in fact, these lecture series has been a confluence of science, technology, health, environment, law, and society. So on behalf of the Siddhi Foundation, I extend the heartfelt thanks to Professor Srinivas Rao sir, Satyanarayana sir, Dr. Rania Lampan madam, Aruna madam, Gandhi sir, and Professor Rajesh Jadhav sir for their wonderful endurance during this lecture series. I once again thank all of you for your wonderful presentations and enriching, insightful sessions. Thank you once again, and I wish you all the very best. And I thank Aruna madam and Srinivas Rao sir for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful vote of thanks of this event. And I especially thank you because you are also one of the speaker and you are also active participant since all these 7 days. And I myself wholeheartedly saying my heartfelt thanks to one and all who had paved their own interest and who had spent their own valuable time on this. Thank you, one and all. I request all of you to please stand before your devices to sing national anthem. All of you please unmute yourself and sing national anthem as this is the end of the day, end of the series.
Jana Kana Mana Hadina.
Punjab
Thank you so much. This is not the end. This is the beginning for our next lecture series. Let us meet in that. Thank you so much and thanks a lot. Good night to one and all. Officially, I could say that this meeting has been ended now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Waiting for the next session soon. Thank you, madam.